Hey everybody, I am David, and today I want to talk a little bit about this Power Ranger movie that came out earlier this year, back in March, and it's finally out on Blu-ray, and I got back not too long ago from Best Buy buying the film on Blu-ray because I still prefer my movies on physical format. I'm not one of those people that like just downloading movies and that's it. No, I get the DVD, and if it comes with that digital download, then I'll download the digital version afterwards. And I wanted to do my video kind of making a little open letter, I guess, to Lionsgate and Saban Entertainment, telling them that, hey, I want a sequel to this movie. I really hope that they do not get scared because the movie cost $100 million to make, and it only made $140 million worldwide. And yeah, that's not a great number to get, but they did make their production budget back. So that's kind of a good thing. It should have made a little bit more in order to make a really good, healthy profit. But I still think there is potential for a sequel. I think the problem with the movie, the challenge that this movie really had, is not the rating of the film. In a recent interview, Dean Israelite, who was the director of this film, said that maybe one of the problems with the film was that it was rated PG-13 and not PG. That was not the problem of the film. Please do not get that mixed up with what the real problem is. The real issue for a lot of people probably my age, around my age, maybe a little bit younger, maybe a little bit older, people who grew up with the franchise, is that I think many people still had that idea of what the TV show is in their heads. They didn't know that this movie was geared towards people like me who grew up with the series, who are looking for that nostalgia going into this film. And I think some people, because there were two other films that were aimed directly to kids, people didn't know that this was geared a little bit older for some of the more older fans as well. They didn't know this, and I think that's what one of the challenges was. I think there's a lot of potential here for a sequel that can bring in the fans that probably were kind of skeptical about checking the movie out in theaters to give it another go a second time around. I think now that it's out on Blu-ray and it's been out on digital download for 2 weeks, I think people can check it out and check out the little tease during the end credits where they hint that, hey, Tommy, the original Green Ranger, is going to be in the second movie. And that is where the popularity of the series had also started to rise. So, you bring in Tommy in the next movie, the Green Ranger, there you go. There's your first step of upping the sequel. Lord Zed can be the villain in the next movie, maybe teaming up with Rita. Elizabeth Banks was great. I would love to see her come back as Rita Repulsa. Who would you get as Lord Zed? Lord Zed, I don't think you really need an actor to play him physically, but you could get an actor to play him, to do the voice of Lord Zed. Any actor for me is fine, as long as they have that creepy nature. I think Rita Repulsa had a great tone, because one of the things I was kind of worried about was would Elizabeth Banks really go full camp like the original series was, but thankfully no, she was actually creepy at times, which I really like, and I would like to see a creepy version of Lord Zed too. I think they should still keep that aspect of the film. That's why I hope that they keep it PG-13, because I thought this had a really nice tone for this new take on the franchise. Other things that they could do as well is borrow elements from some of the other seasons as well. Don't forget, this is a franchise that has 20 plus seasons worth of material. That's over 800 episodes, and there's so much that they can pull from here and there. And there were a couple of references to some of the other seasons as well in the new movie. So the whole point of me making this video is I hope Lionsgate rolls the dice and tries to give it another go. I really do hope that they do this. It's a sequel that I want to see. And I think there's a lot of other people that will back me up on this and want to see it as well. So we'll see what happens. And I'm going to end this here, guys. Tell me what you think. Do you want to see a sequel to this movie? Like this video, subscribe to my channel, especially if you're a huge Power Ranger fan, because I am. And until next time, take care.